I found fours, everybody.
Ooh, forgot about that.
I found him.
Jesus Christ.
He forgot about fours. Fours forgot about fours. It's a real shame.
Forgot about the fucking 120 max HP. I just leveled him up twice and he went straight to 132.
Told you. We were just having a talk about this. Where Fours is like, what are we doing again? I'm like, yeah, we're doing all this to prep for fucking Tiferet meltdown. You know, he's seeing a bunch of new abnormalities. Maybe if he's lucky, one of them will be like a he or lower, so you can do Gebra's quest. It lets him do Hawkwa's quest to get the permanent stat ups. It lets him do Bina's quest to get like mulligans. Just a bunch of stuff like that. As well as just to get the gear that the abnormalities have. But apparently that conversation didn't stick with him too well.
It's fine. I heard enough.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Just fill up the tank. There we go. All right. So I guess I'm just going for the normal quest right now.
Today it's, yeah, just progress.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, you actually don't have enough people with temperance of 100 or higher.
Oh.
Wow. So I guess go through your teams to see if any of them have like 90 temperance and like focus them out. Because you don't very often do attachment work, which is the purple work. That's definitely your rarest work that you do. Like you even do fucking repression work more consistently, which is shocking. But just go through your see like Dealist. Dealist could do a bit of temperance. Have Dealist go with like Big Bird because Big Bird likes temperance work. Have him work with Big Bird like 4 times or some shit.
So let me split everybody up real quick.
So how's it going, Scion? You posted a French trumpet with French horn with red bow in chat. Now, how does that make you feel? I'm also very glad that that has become a meme, entirely because of the shittiest prompt in Cave Game. That's a good emote. Good emote via the fact that it's dumb and stupid and dumb.
There we go. Okay.
Alright, that's good to hear. Yeah. Dolta? Yeah. Big Bird? Yeah. Weird staticky demon invisible man in Talkwood apartment? Yeah. I'd agree, Forrest.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have been cranking a lot of people into Defreich just because he's so reliable.
You've been cranking a lot of fucking 90s? Alright, good to hear.
Sure.
Every time I hear the word cranking, that's all I hear. They've ruined the word cranking for me. I may fucking hate that game, but I do love saying ironically shit like where we drop and with no context, just for no fucking like actual discernible good reason. It's always funny whenever you're just nebulously. Oh,
What?
sorry. Did you get a
How is
normal?
that?
Did you get a normal work result? Sorry, there.
How is that normal?
I'm sorry to say, but you are. So it actually says right down there in the no. Go back into the information of nothing there. It says there on the bottom left. 17 to 26 boxes is normal. 27 to 33 is good, and then anywhere below 16 is bad.
Wow.
Hello
Okay,
there.
Well... Oh, they died. Okay.
Yeah, don't fuck with nothing there if you're not prepared for nothing. Nothingness is a big commitment, really.
All right, well, you know, there you go.
Wait, did you send someone in there who doesn't have perfect stats? You can't do that.
Yeah, I did that because I was like, well, you know, fuck it. It said hi. Let's try it.
No,
so
they don't have a high. They probably don't have a high enough temperance or justice. I don't remember what he specifically needs, but I think he just needs a bunch of stats to be 5. I might be wrong about that.
That just means Bong Bong is attached to him.
Pretty much. I mean, you're trying to get the fucking cheek for him anywhere, for her anyway.
Yeah.
Plus, you can have nothing there bump up your health and whatnot. He needs justice 5. Thank you, bird. I knew it was one of the stats, I just didn't know which one. Usually when it comes to abnormalities like this, a lot of the time I have a tendency to forget the real nitty-gritty details, so I try to go out of my way to remember just have as many stats at 5 as you can. Because if you have, as long as you don't have one of the abnormalities that need you to have a lower stat threshold, a la Music Man over there, it's always a rule of thumb just to try to have all your stats at 5 whenever working with random threshold abnormalities. So a lot of the, like, fine details just get lost in the muck of my brain.
I will be home tomorrow to do more, by the way, but then
yeah.
Wednesday and Thursday I will be working.
Acceptable.
So, like, because of how my scheduling works, I am technically available on Thursday, but I will be doing a morning shift, so I don't know if I have the energy.
We'll see. We can always play these kind of things by ear, you know?
Mm-hmm. Alright, finish that. You... that. What the fuck? Why was that so loud? Jesus.
You're too close to him.
I'm literally zoomed out all the way.
It's too close.
Alright.
Nothing there just wants to let you know that it loves you, dude.
There you go.
Okay.
I gave back the love. The noise they make.
You see a green screen?
I don't see a green screen.
On stream, do you see just a green?
I see a green room.
On stream.
Oh,
well, it's
let
fine.
me check.
No, he says it's fine now. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, he said it's fine now. Huh? I'm not sure. I didn't see anything on my end.
Discord thing.
Yeah. Or fuck, dude. It could even have been like a Twitch thing, like a OBS.
Yeah, could be.
No, we've had an uninterrupted feed at least. Your problem? Okay, San agrees. It says it's their particular issue.
Skill issue?
Yeah. Probably more so the fact that it meant that he didn't see it, but yeah, no. This is Bird's particular issue. It's their fault. Just streaming out my whole monitor. Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Sanchez is dead.
Where is Sanchez? Where's
Very
Saad?
good question.
Oh.
Oh,
I
did
guess
you
I forgot the armor.
fucking...
You know, I just, oh man, I fucking love that armor. It's so good, you know?
My favorite, honestly. I love the armor, if only because I find it funny that you keep letting this happen.
Ah.
Just put it on people who are in, like, Bina's department. That's the way that I always handle these kinds of situations. Whenever there's, like, armor or gear that fucks...
Oh, you want to be smart about it? Fuck you.
Okay. Someone close that window, please. It's a little chilly outside.
Yeah.
It's a bit nippy.
Bit of a niffy.
Ah, Lobco. These are the days in particular that are usually the most, like, heinous, where you just rewind time, nothing fucking matters right now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Typically the worst offenders, but what can you do? Letitia, could you please turn that down? Trying to sleep over here. Your music box while relaxing. And a great sound.
Patricia! Sit down, sweetie.
Punching Bird has
Okay.
broken out. Everybody please be careful. No.
My goodness.
We seem to be in danger.
Quickly, alert the higher-ups.
You're the higher up, though.
Shut up. That's an order.
Who the
from
fuck
your
are you
commander.
No, please. As a man who is a master of this game's lore now, who is a higher up than fucking you?
Angela, or whatever
No.
her name is.
She works for you.
You know, she quote-unquote works for you, but she also is in full control. Because she's still been doing this over and over again.
No. It's you. You're the guy.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I'm the guy.
You're the guy, dude. You know, it turns out fucking the Lobotomy Corporation was actually set in the Spy Kids universe. Why is everything loud? What happened? Fuck. Just a touch. Just a touch. I don't even know what you turned down. I'm kind of just assuming you did something good, probably.
I did not do anything.
Okay. Good work. Well, that's a fucking unfriendly sound right there.
Mm-hmm. Blue moon, noon.
Dude, I love Advance Wars. A little bit of a deep cut, you know, for all you non-Advance Wars fans. Blue Moon is one of the countries in that game. Fun fact.
Wow. Way to name your country Blue Moon.
To be fair, they actually had to censor it. In Japanese, it used to be called Red Star back in the GBA, and it's a little too communisty of you, so they had to change it to Orange Star.
Uh-huh.
Which is also weird, because in the reboot camp that just came out, they fucking changed Yellow Comet to Gold Comet. And I genuinely have no idea why. Like Green Earth, Yellow Star, or Orange Star, Yellow Comet, and Blue Moon. Like, I get it. But why Gold Moon? Why did you change the nomenclature? No, I know that it's called, like, translator interpretation, but it's, well, originally it's meant to be red, but it's like red, blue, green, yellow, or orange, blue, green, yellow. Not orange, blue, green, gold. And then the main villain faction is Black Hole. So,
don't you hate in free houses when it's fucking red, blue, and gold? You know.
yes. Yes, that is annoying.
Eh.
You say that as a joke, but yes, that is also an incorrect way of doing that.
That is a personal problem.
Maybe they should pick a better color, because yellow is the worst color. And I mean, Golden Deer does sound better. At the end of the day, Golden Deer sounds better. And you may say, oh, but Golden Comet doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, but it's literally meant to be like a running phrase of like the whole like multiplayer thing, you know, red team, blue team, yellow team, and green team. That's literally what they're meant to be. They just gave names to them. You don't have a gold team. Maybe you do. I don't know, man. I don't fucking make the rules. Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me? Wait the time. It's the definition of a nitpick, but I don't like it. I
The
don't
living definition.
like it. It's different, and it's wrong. I don't like change.
Change it back. Alright, they're all upstairs. Which means them.
Jake is dead.
Oh well.
You seem to be having some difficulties. Might I recommend, not?
It's better planning. Didn't take it serious enough.
Yeah, the sweepers actually only start showing up after day 30, 25, something. I would have just say day 30, it doesn't really matter. They only show up like halfway through the game, and they are like a noticeable step up in difficulty. They are definitely the most threatening of the noon ordeals. Why do they start showing up then, specifically? Very good question. I guess it's nighttime outside. I don't know, man.
Could also be that that's when they get introduced in the lore.
No. The sweepers exist when it's nighttime. That is explained further in Ruina, but they are an entity that exists. In fact, they're the only one that does. The rest of these ordeals are like magic bullshit. Like, they literally appear. The in-game lore of this game is we don't know what ordeals are. But sweepers are like a thing. Sweepers exist in the world. They are an entity that walks around in the real outside world. And yes, they are fucked up and weird and no one likes them. But they're at least around. Well, why are they here now? And what happened on this particular day to make them start being all pissy? Very good question.
I didn't ask.
I did it. So that's why I'm saying it aloud. So that way everyone else can now ask. Nothing there, I love you! God, you hear that? That's him breathing. He's living a good life right now. Nice and healthy, that meat dog. Good on him. Doing the helmet also still doesn't matter, because you're gonna rewind again. What do you mean,
I said, as in, I agree.
I didn't hear the part of it, I just heard the hum part of it.
The
Yeah, everyone knows Forrest just made that noise, we all heard it. And we're all judging you for it.
Wow, judgmental much.
Yeah. I do it because it's funny. And I like looking down on people, it makes me feel big.
I can believe that. In fact, very believable canon.
Biolore.
If they ever decide to turn it into non-canon, I will in fact riot.
You know what, I'm curious again. Scion, after Sky 2, what would you have me play next?
Sky 3.
Okay, I know that one. But that doesn't count. That's the easy answer. It's like saying, yeah, man, you know, I know you played the game,
After Kingdom
but you
Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, clearly.
Why not the Xenoblade, the first one? Why not Xenogear, huh? Why can't we go back, or just Xeno? I want to learn
Scion
the lore.
has been going quite crazy about the DLC of Xeno3.
I mean, they're still making it, right? There's still DLC coming out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know. I don't follow it. Didn't even have to look. They're all gone.
I want to play Xenoblade X and no others. I want that to be the one that I play. We'll go Xenoblade X and then Xenogears, and then that's my experience with the franchise. One of those weapons just sounds like someone going... I don't even know if it's probably picking up in the mic, but... Smacking the lips. I'm not clicking my tongue, I was smacking my lips, but... Xenoblade X isn't canon? Yeah, that's the one I want to play.
Out of spite.
It's my favorite.
I really want to see Xeno 2 because, like, my image of that one is purely just, and it is fucking hilarious.
It's kind of similar to why I actually put Lufia on the list. I know Lufia is another one of those, like, cult classic kind of games. Big fan for people who are RPGs. I've heard that Lufia 1 fucking sucks ass, though. The rest of them are really good, apparently. But Lufia 1 kind of booty cheeks. Which I would imagine saying that's gonna piss the fucking somebody off, but... That's another one of those, I am 100% utterly blind and there aren't even people in chat to guide me.
Maybe after me and Zion play Sky Free, I should have Zion introduce me to Xeno 1 and 2. I don't know how that would work.
Get fucked, Rex. Unless that's not Rex's game. I don't know. I'm gonna say right now, Smash Bros. Has definitely spoiled some of my fucking appreciation for Pyra and Mithra. Absolute fucking garbage. I hate him so much.
Getting a small taste of the combat of Xeno 3, I really think that Zion would enjoy Tales of Arise. Like, honestly.
We need our goddamn waifus that love our protagonist, damn it. Unironically, a game that did that pretty well was fucking Tales of Symphonia. That handled the whole, like, romance with main character subplot decently well. It didn't feel like pandery bullshit. I liked it. I don't even know how much
like a harem side plot?
No, it's entirely something that's almost completely missable. One of the, like, non-clearly main female... one of the non-female lead, you know, the one that is clearly the main one, has a crush on the main character. And you just never have to find that out. You never need to get that information. They never really bring it up. It never really comes up to anything. But you can just get that information by opting to talk to that character more. And it eventually comes through. Symphonia is really good about that. It's both good and bad. To where, like Sion had to say, like, if I didn't guide him through that, there would have been so much of that game that he just missed. Just because so much of it is, like, hidden extra stuff you have to do on subsequent playthroughs. I know. But, yeah.
I know all about, like, content being missed.
Like, Splinter Cell.
To be fair, I've also done the same thing. No. Honestly, fuck you. We're over it.
I'm not over it. Like I said, I don't even remember if Sion ever really got a lot of that dialogue.
It was too intellectually superior,
no.
So he didn't understand.
No, he just literally didn't see it. Because in, what the fuck is it called? In his playthrough, he picked one character's specific route, and so a lot of the other characters he didn't get as much screen time for, or he didn't pick. Okay, specifically, he also went out of his way to where whenever he got truly optional dialogue with his other characters, he picked the fuck off option to make them stop talking to him.
That is such a you move. I'm surprised he did that.
You fucking bastard.
I feel like, honestly,
rude.
I feel like that is out of spite. Just because I know a certain person that would do that themselves.
There's only one character Scion said that I know he would do that to, and in fact, he did do it too. The rest of it was just because there's like an affection system in the game, and so you want to like talk to the character you want, whose ending you want, more than the rest of them. And if you tell the people to fuck off, you don't actually lose affection, you just don't gain affection with them either. My ears. Clown Scorpion. And yeah, I knew it was Genus. I know you got a fucking hate boner for that small ass child. Judgmental fuckwit. Did you ever get the fucking plus 100 temperance
I should have, yeah.
shit? Yeah, maybe. Let's find out. One new one. Or you can re-extract. So let's see. Do you want the new one? No, not him. Don't worry about him. Actually, he's an Aleph. Him and Melting Love, you do not have their gear for, and they are Aleph. Wait. You have Mountain of Smiling Bodies as a gear. You don't have Melting Loves, though. You know she's an Aleph. She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only whisper. Or you could click the re-extract button. What'll happen if you click that is these three will go away, you'll pull 3 new ones, but you won't be able to roll again. Please do not, please do not spoil the what is in the boxes for our blind compatriot. It's fine. I'm just giving you a heads up.
I'm glad you pointed out what Mountain of Smiling Body, because I did forget which one that was, but
That
now
was
when I know
that was
that's
your
the Aleph
that
I got
was
the
your
gear
Aleph
from.
friend, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah, you already have his gear. You don't need him again.
Yeah. Melting Glove. I mean, Melting Glove was such a pain in the ass to deal with when I got her.
Yeah, she's the whole infection spreading one. But like I said, what you can actually do is you could, because if you grab Melting Glove, she'll be in Bina's department. What you can do is you can put her in Bina's department and then, like, have only Bong Bong work in Bina's department. No one else is allowed to go down there. So when you work with Melting Love's bullshit will infect all of the clerks, but you can then just have you can then have Bong Bong and when the clerks leave her department, kill them when they're all infected and slimy and garbage, and then it'll just be Bong Bong down in Bina's department, so the infection can't spread. You can effectively quarantine Bong Bong. It's a bit involved, but it is Aleph. Oh,
I would spend one full day just extracting all the gear from Melting Love.
Yeah.
And then I would just fucking memory repository and get rid of it. Because I do not want to deal with her.
You could. I mean, hey, you're already trying to prep for time. Or you could mulligan if you want to see something new, because the fucking chat already told you that new boy's a Teth, so.
Fuck it. We'll get some Grightnick.
Fuck yeah. You can skip this, we've already seen it.
We were doing her
I'm not
next.
mad about you. I'm not mad at it, it's fine. This is like the least relevant thing you could have spoiled.
Are we still gonna rotate between them?
No, just do Bina. You're gonna get to day 40 and then you'll rotate between them. But for right now, do just Bina.
Alright.
It's fine, like I said, I'm not that mad about it.
I think they're being sarcastic.
Yeah, but that doesn't convey it all through text. Now they sound more sarcastic about it. Congratulations.
Alright.
Great words of consolation there, Zion. There.
You will, in fact,
yeah, you'll be fine.
live.
Whatever. It's fucking. Yeah, fucking whatever, man. You'll live. Deal with it. You fucking quote Zion.
I mean, you'll still like exist.
You will, in fact, not immediately decay into nothingness.
Crazy.
Yeah, like I said, you have Bong Bong work with Melting Love, and then the infection will spread to all the clerks. You just need to have everyone be ready to kill those clerks without actually touching Bong Bong. Like, they just need to not interact with Bong Bong in particular. And then you'll get another set of Aleph gear.
Yep.
That'd be very nice. You should probably work with the tool guy who's just sitting in Chised's department and has been this entire time. No, he doesn't have that yet.
Execution bullets, you say? Well, so glad I know about that.
You've already heard about him.
I don't remember.
You don't know what they are yet, though. You've just heard of the name before.
Yeah.
You can see because he has the Purpose of Pain 1 from Gebra. He hasn't gotten a single Gebra quest done. But almost all of the people who have had something related to death, like Mountain Smiling Bodies, Big Bird, fucking Silent Orchestra, they've mentioned something called execution bullets, but the game has never clarified what the fuck that is.
Sure.
I'm trying to just let you remind you of something. Don't you sure me.
Well, I'm in the middle of doing stuff, so I'm sorry that I'm listening.
Yeah, he's being sarcastic.
A lot of sarcasm being thrown around.
Lot of sarcasm
Okay.
today.
Man,
It's my favorite abnormality.
melting
trust.
love. All right. So this entire day is now dedicated to melting love.
I mean, you could just keep her there if you really wanted to.
No,
Okay.
I will not voluntarily keep an infectious Aleph around. If
Yeah,
I don't,
she
can't have
is
the
one
choice.
of the most unreasonable, in my opinion. And you're infected. It's actually a very potent buff. Like, it's an absurd amount of HP regen and does a lot for you, but it's just untenable, really.
Alright. Continue working with the other shit.
You're probably gonna have to take multiple days to do this, actually, because you're not gonna be able to work with just Melting Love that much.
2 days at most.
Yeah. Oh, you finally have enough people with the temperance stat you need, so now you'll be, finishing that quest.
Yep. I think
Fucking someone
Nicholas
turning on their
is-
engine outside.
Nicholas not strong enough.
You need 5s and everything. Just think of it like that.
Yeah, okay. Nicholas not strong enough. Let me check. Diva.
I don't think you need a 5 in temperance, but it's nothing there. You need a 5 in temperance. Mainly just so that way you'll be at that threshold to be able to actually get the work done to them without just pissing them off.
Alright, well, then that means Bonbon's just gonna have to be ready to go over to nothing there.
You can't do
if
that.
anything happens.
You can't do that. It'll spread the infection.
How though? If she goes like this over here,
She'll
doesn't
infect the
touch any of
clerks.
them. Ah,
It infects. That's what I'm saying. You're right now infecting the clerks in Bina's department. They're eventually going to become monsters and branch out to other departments.
alright, Cyan.
You might have to have someone, like, journey over there to get the work done, like Biop or Saihan or DLS or some
Saihan
shit.
and Nicholas are training places.
La criaturas. Many a criatura. Who the fuck's out there outside right now turning on their car and just leaving it running? And it's a loud fucking car. It's one of those ones that pops and just pops and rumbles and just sits there creating a fuckload of noise. The shit van. Just sitting out in the parking lot. Very cool. Love that guy.
A lot of farts.
Oh, there they go. Oh, it's a motorcycle. That would make more sense. Yep, that's definitely the kind of person who would do that.
Yes, Scion?
Having fun for us? Seem to be having fun. Did you bring enough fun for the rest of the class? No. Why'd you bring it?
Well, I'm sorry, Cyan. Also, what? What happened?
You fucking idiot! Put the fire thing on!
Alright, fuck it. I'm switching that shit. I'm over it. I can't even...
Put it in Hawkma's department. Fuck!
Yeah. You know what, Cyan? Tomorrow... Actually, today, before I go to bed, I'm gonna watch the new episode.
I'm
because
not.
I am invested in that show, believe it or not. I've just been doing a lot of other stuff.
I'm not invested. I'm sorry, Scion. I haven't been taking this.
Well, nobody fucking asked you. All right. Congratulations, Louis.
What the fuck is
You now
Oshino?
have fire gear.
Oh. Oh, well, if you don't care about me, Scion, that means you could start subscribing, because now we're not friends. That was the rule that we...
You can still be friends and not care about each other.
No. Either you start giving me money, or you start caring.
This is a threat.
These are the rules that you have established. Harumph. What the fuck is Oshinoko? Please educate the class.
It's that fucking show that Zion was talking about before.
Yeah, but I don't remember. Get the fuck into the day, Force. Get to work.
There we go. Try till I get no more.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Did you bring enough fun for the rest of the class?
No.
No? Then why are you doing it?
Because I'm selfish and I require attention.
Yeah, it definitely seems correct. Because the premise itself is the spoiler. Maybe you should watch better things.
Hey, Bio.
Hi.
Explain your favorite game to me.
The premise is a spoiler.
Well then. Maybe you should fucking play better things.
You see, I don't actually play video games. This has been a long con ruse. All of these have been pre-recorded. My brother's been recording all this footage.
Wow.
I've never actually played a video game in my life. I'm sorry to say, everybody.
It is, so far, it is a very good show. Very pog.
It's anime.
No. No way. How did I not... How... Oh my god. You have opened my eyes. I can't believe it was that all along.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Scion, one of those dudes to recommend porn on main. Just with a newly acquired friend group. No fucking, like, gleaming of the people in that group just immediately just starts recommending hard-ass shit. From the rip. Social etiquette does not exist.
You do gotta establish certain perimeters before you start sharing things.
Sion goes hard and he goes fast.
Alright, Sion, now listen here. Now you can't be saying that shit around here. This is a Christian Minecraft server.
Well, it is Christian. It says Bible.
Oh, fuck. You got me there.
Fucking idiot. He's more Christian. I'm taking your cross away. He's more Christian than you.
No!
Turn in your cross and badge. Your cross and gun.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to put clothes on Sanchez. Oh, no.
Fuck, I forgot to put clothes on today. And the prom's tomorrow.
Oh, what's going on down over here? What? Oh,
those are the
slime.
clerks. Yeah, they're killing people.
Cool.
That's what Melting Love does. Those are violent. I know you're new to this chat, but you really think so little of my viewer base? That they would debase themselves like that? Ugh.
I mean, the first episode is like one of the most. The first 3 episodes of an anime are usually the most important ones because they determine, like, to me, whether or not like, it's worth watching.
the exact fucking issue that
And
series has. Woo!
Exact non-issue it had. Fuck you.
I literally have never been able to finish Gintama's first episode. It is so fucking boring.
To you.
That's the point. You are literally just going on the thing about, you know, the first 3 episodes are the most important episode. The first episode is the worst fucking episode of Gintama. Unwatchable. You can even ask Bullet whenever he decides to show up. He's tried to show me fucking Gintama like 8 times.
Then skip the first episode.
He's also tried to get me to do that. I don't remember if we ever actually did, but probably.
The first episode is such a problem, then just watch the next episode. You've seen the first episode. You don't need a reminder on it then.
Fuck you.
The one Sion showed me, that first episode is up there in like one of the like best first episodes I have definitely seen, for sure.
This was definitely an anime of all time.
And I have not seen like a lot of the big boy animes first episodes, so unfortunately I don't have a lot of different like
shit
things to compare to.
Get in there, you little bastard. There we go. One of the only ones that I can actually remember is One Piece, and that's primarily just because I've watched that series my entire life, and because they did it reanimated for their 1000th episode. They reanimated the first episode with, like, the modern style. It was very good.
And imagine non-maining my boy Asriel. Couldn't be me.
One Piece. Dun, dun, dun. Apparently she is so immune to red damage she heals from it. She takes negative 100% red damage. If
Who,
fucking
Slime Girl?
melting bitch breaks out, yeah. You will heal her with red damage.
Wow. That is
cute.
Fucking insane. I feel conflicted about AOT's like episode because before I even like started watching it, I was just spoiled on a lot of things just from being in a general vicinity of anime. So I never got around any of the hype. And it's kind of
I was actually there when it first started airing. That was a pretty neat time. It was one of the few series that people actually talked about at my school, kind of. But
yeah, it's one of the big ones.
I kind of just fell out of it. I think season 1 ended and I just never kept following it. And I actually only restarted re-following it, but only through like osmosis when I heard that so many fucking people hated the ending. But
the ending of the what's it called? The manga.
Yeah. I actually, like, having seen it, it actually wasn't that bad. Like, I think it was pretty neat, but like I said, I'm an outsider looking in. Knowing what they did, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I don't want to, like, spoil it. That's why I'm giving, like, very broad terms. A lot of people hated it, but I liked it. Who fucking knows what that would mean?
I certainly know something about, like, well, I know it's few things that unfortunately
Go finish Attack on Titan. Go watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I started watching, like, the first season, and I was like, yeah, this is really good, but I'm not, like, getting hyped, because unfortunately I've probably just seen a lot of these, and I know what a lot of these things are going anyway, so I was like, I can't get hyped. I don't care. Like, it's a good show. Like, I'm loving watching it because it's so well made. But I'm not, like, getting hyped.
I don't even say I dropped Attack on Titan. I finished the entire first season of it. I just never kept going when they eventually brought it back. 22 to 44 fucking damage. Holy shit. Look at that weapon. Also a helmet. It's not actually that great, unironically.
Alright.
Then again, my whole Attack on Titan spiel was at the same time I did fucking Full Metal Alchemist, and we all know what happened there. I just had too many series going on, so I had a few of them just got dropped in the mosh pit.
Oh yeah, weren't you the fucker that said that the first one was better?
Because I haven't seen the second one.
Okay.
Like, I
was
watched
someone I talked to that saw the second one and still thought the first one was better.
I really liked the original. Like, I'm a fuck dude. I'll say the original fucking Full Metal Alchemist, that was fantastic.
The original Full Metal Alchemist is good. I will never not say that it's not good, but like saying it's like better than this Brotherhood is a fucking sin.
Okay. That's also when I stopped reading JoJo. I got to part 7 and just haven't finished it after all these years. I got really fucking far into JoJo. Sorry to just immediately shift the topic, but... That's... I'm trying to think about any other series I started and dropped. Part of the reason I stopped with JoJo is because part 6 was probably the worst part. Army in Black broke out.
Yeah, fuck it.
That was a fucking green noon. Oh, people are dying from melting love. That's why they're getting upset. Okay.
I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest.
What you might want to do is get the energy for the day, then work with melting love like 4 times. You know what I mean? Just so like get with the energy you need. And then start the infection. You know what I mean? Just leave it down there for a while.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that.
Because that way you can have Melting Love down there for 4 days, you know? Because you can get to day 40. I don't know if you'll get the gear, but you should at least try to get, like, one of the 2 of them, you know?
Yeah. I think the priority is the weapon, but if I can get both, that's definitely a good thing. I don't know. Actually, if the weapon the priority, I don't know if I need the armor more.
I'm actually going back through it. Like, I don't have a lot of the old series I used to have saved because I got a new computer, like, after high school, so a lot of that stuff's been lost to time. Speaking of series, I'm gonna go read the new chapter of One Piece. Bye. Peace, everybody. Okay. Time to fuck off.
Bye, my stream. Do you think I read my anime list? I made it once just because like we were talking about it.
No,
and I never looked at it again.
I am not going to be the person who unironically keeps a my anime list. Unfortunately, I don't hate myself enough for that. If I don't remember a series, it just wasn't good enough to be remembered.
That is not an excuse when you're like me and have bad memory.
I have a bad memory too, but you know what? If I don't remember it, wasn't good enough to be remembered. We have notepads.
There are things about people you care about that you won't remember with a bad memory, so that's not a good argument.
I don't remember birthdays. I don't remember how old my parents are or how old my brother is. I forget how old I am a lot of the time.
Me too, doesn't mean I don't fucking care about them.
You know, it's good when I have to do, like, actual math in my head to be able to determine how old I am.
Okay, that's a problem, if you don't even know your own age.
A lot of the time, yeah. I know I'm 25. You're 25 right now, but...
Fuck, I forget Sanchez again. It's so early. I'm gonna put Sanchez armor on. I don't know why it's always off. Hold on. No way, Scion, you think?
Who, me? Yes.
There we go. Alright. There we go.
So how's it going? You having fun struggling with one day? You got melting love and immediately realized maybe I shouldn't have melting love. But it's the fact that melting love and fucking everything related to death. But it was a person someone said in chat the other day, it was like the clerked activist group. CAG or some shit like that. Clerk rights, oh, it's crag, yeah. Clerk rights activist group. All of crag is here. Big Bird, Army in Black, the fucking monk.
Yeah. God damn, plus 20? Fuck.
Yeah, he has the pipe, and he might have something else. Click into him, see what it is. Mouth. No? I'm not sure what. Oh, wait, no,
This is maybe the work spot?
I'm not sure. Who knows?
Oh well.
It doesn't matter. They'll be fine.
I need to get it out of my fucking head that 100 is the maximum right now.
Yep, it's now 120. Of, like, the two do you remember which two stats you picked, though? Or is it temperance and health? Or...
I believe it was...
I don't think you picked
temperance
sanity.
and health, yeah.
But yeah, that's a massive fucking buff, and that's one of the main reasons why, hey, the game might want you to go back to day one, you know, when you have a 20% increase to your max stats.
It might want that.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll do it.
As well as the fact that you can mulligan abnormalities and not take fucking crag.
Maybe I'll do it out of fucking spite.
Yeah. But I'll get you there. I'll get you to the end of the game. Don't you worry.
Pat my back and I slap your face. But with that in mind, I'm gonna upgrade some of my bigger people. But also my small people. Okay.
So how's it going, Scion? How are you doing? You enjoying the insightful commentary from our cast and crew?
If anything,
Yeah,
you
fun.
should have more to say since you're not playing.
Very good point. But nothing's happening. Fuck Rudolph. Get out of here.
Not having stopped you before.
That's a good point. Well, what do you think I'm doing right now? I'm saying things. Look at that. It's amazing how it works.
That is true. To be fair, I don't really have any conversation.
Fuck with that clown.
Bio.
Beat Rude. You know, I don't have many conversations, mainly with Bio, but you know.
Well, I don't have a lot of like things. Well, even when I'm trying to talk, the guy's like, actually, I'm gonna interrupt you, Lamau.
Oh.
So like, what's the point? Where's the last fuck? Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's fair. Man. Bunch of friends that can literally share nothing with each other.
Everything's a spoiler. All of it. Alright, talk about a game we haven't talked about before. You know, here, I'll pull up the list. Give me a sec. Shit, dropping shit on the floor.
You just have a list on you?
Yeah,
of,
I
like,
have the game, the
games
to stream
we have
list.
never discussed.
Yeah. It's on the to stream list. What's a game we haven't talked about yet? What's a game that, like, fucking...
Valkyria Chronicles.
That game's pretty alright. That's the entire reason I started wanting to play that game and played a little bit of it is exclusively because there is a Vice, Ica, and Fina cameo from Skies of Arcadia. And that is literally it.
I want to see it being played by you and Ninja because I think the gameplay is very neat.
And then I also bought Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed because you can play as Vice in that game from the hit game Skies of Arcadia.
Okay, guy.
I want a new Skies of Arcadia game.
Somebody get this man some parental treatment.
The map in Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed for Vice is so fucking good, though. It's beautiful. Oh my god. Great, new gacha game is my favorite. To the whack animations? What the fuck? What do you mean by that? Skies of Arcadia had good animations. They weren't great, but they were good. I distinctly remember some of them, yeah.
How was it?
When are they making a gacha similar to Sonic Riders? Sonic Riders is one of the strangest racing games I've ever played. It's a game that is extremely difficult to pick up properly and extremely difficult to master. That game is like way too fucking obtuse for a racing game. For a Sonic fucking racing game. There's no reason for them to have done what they did, and then they did. It took me years to be able to learn how to play that game because I always found it fun, and the game has a great style, and I like its OST, and it's pretty fun. Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, but that game is like a simpler Mario Kart, which Mario Kart's already simple. Sonic Riders is a more complex fucking F-Zero. Close enough. F-Zero's pretty complicated. They're not very similar. That's a bad example. There's not very many racing games that matter. Punishing Bird's broken out. Oh shit. Also, you got a fucking Noon Ordeal coming up. Oh boy.
Yeah, but I'm reaching the end of the energy, which means it's slime time.
Slime time! Yeah. I've finished my chapter of One Piece. There we go. You know, let me go through the rest of them. All the other ones that I give a shit about. Let me do some scrolling here. Ooh, Hajime no Ippo updated. I won't read that right now, though. You're all.
It's still
I will spare you all. Fucking, of course it is. Hajime Ippo is on chapter 1,420.
What the fuck?
You thought One Piece is bad with this 1,082. Nah, dude. Ippo has been running since, like, the 70s. It's so good, even still. Holy shit, if you want classic fucking... Yeah, I would have waited to do that, because now the virus is gonna spread while the fucking Noon Ordeal is going down. You need to issue more work, dude. It's spreading. It's a real-life time limit. Boris?
What?
Your disease is spreading. Your Bong Bong is running back to where she's not meant... You just drag... Yeah, you need to not do that. I'd pause the game because it's based on real time, too. Yeah, no, dude in red is infected. You gotta be fast. That dude right there is infected. You did this a little too... No, that you can't kill them until they're fully infected, in which case they will have died, and therefore... Also, don't do that. That'll spread to them. Or will it? I'm not actually sure if it'll spread like that. You need to get your work done fast. You need to be done with the day immediately. Go issue a ton of work. Do what you can to, like, end the day. Like, high-quality work, but not too much. No, that's low quality. That's he. No, don't work with him. You don't want to summon the Noon Ordeal. Oh. No, that's too much now. Don't issue that order. Do not issue that order. It's too much work. Now, if you do that, the day would have ended. See if you can end the day like this. I don't know if Rudolta will help. Eesh. Got a lot of points with her, though. Oh, yeah, they're turning. She got him. Does she? John is dead. Yeah, the infection spread too far. He just he's fighting alone. You did that too early. I told you to do it later. You did it off idly, and then when I told you to stop, you just sat there and let it infect for 20 seconds. You can't fuck around with this lady. You gotta be more careful. Or you could just memory repository and just delete her. And just not get her to begin with. If you wanted to not even deal with it.
I need her gear for Tiferet.
It's very important, yeah. What's actually... No, the more important thing is to get Gebera's quest done. That's the most important thing. If you want to get Tiferet's thing done, you need Gebera. And Melting Love does not help you with Gebera. Well, now we know.
Now we know. Fuck Melting Love.
Don't, at least not yet. You can do it later, but not yet.
Okay, listen, I'm not... Oh, and the fuck all
it doesn't, none of this matters. None of it matters. Just get the day done with.
Fuck all of it. Some of them I need to change though because I have new Aleph gear.
No, that still doesn't matter.
What I'm saying is at least I want to equip the Aleph gear on somebody. So
unequip the fire gear too. The Firebird gear too. Move that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to the list. Let's find another game to talk about. Ashura's Wrath. Give us a plot breakdown. Just spoil everything for us.
Okay. Are you being serious?
No.
I mean, I could talk about it. Then fuck you.
What's another game? Scion, you know what? Pick a game off the list and I'll tell you about it. Go to my 2-stream list, pick a game and I'll talk about it.
Do my job for me.
No, I want to know what he wants to hear about. Because it's not interesting when I decide. I don't know what he would want to hear about. What's a game that you don't know much about? What's a game that you don't know much about that you would be interested to hear more, Scion? Last Bible. Oh, that's a fucking weird one. Okay. The main reason I picked Last Bible is one of the Megami Tensei games that's everyone kind of agrees is kind of just shit. And a lot of people know that. The main reason I picked Last Bible is one, because it's interesting to go back through the history of like what franchises used to be a little bit, like, you know, it's another bad game. But Last Bible is one of those games, it's like a 5 out of 10 until you get to the very, very end of the game. And then it becomes really, really fucking interesting. Like, wow, that's like the ending of the game is what convinced me to put it on the list. It's really fucking neat, but it has to be done after things like Devil Survivor and Nocturne so you have more context. It's one of those games that I'm just like, yeah, it'll probably be physically fucking painful to go through, most likely, but just wait for it. The ending is really fucking cool.
If I had a nickel for every game we've had where it's like, oh no, trust. Like at the end of the game, like 80% in, good shit.
Oh, it's more like 99% of the way in. It's like the final boss.
I'm just saying, a nickel.
No, I know Last Bible is gonna be just ass. Like, it's just bad. Last Bible is just a bad game. That's why.
A nickel every time we, as a collective group, has come together. I've actively heard both of you say, no. It might be okay, like fine now. It might be bad now, but it gets good later. And I'm like, yeah, all right, just let the fucking bitch cook. Okay.
Who are they feeding, though? Last Bible is feeding 0 people. And I
sure
honestly
love
should
when every
probably
single meal takes like 5 hours. You know?
I should probably take Last Bible off of the list, but I don't know, fuck it. Sometimes it's nice to have some cheap shit. Force too many cooking games. Fine, here, I'll find a game that doesn't cook. Okay, what's a game that just starts off fire? Library of Ruina. That's not a good example. Well, I guess it kind of does. Now that I guess the cooking for Ruina is the entirety of Lobco, though. That doesn't really count.
Come on.
Shadow of Valentia.
I thought you were gonna say Shadow the Hedgehog, and I was
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Let him cook.
No. You want to talk about one that doesn't need to cook? Shadow the fucking Hedgehog is a fantastic example. Honestly, Force, outstanding work. Because let me tell you, I've played Shadow the Hedgehog, and you know exactly what that fucking game is in 0.2 seconds. There's no cooking. This bitch is hot and ready and fast and free. Is it good? No,
I said
but
it's hot and it is ready.
It's hot and it's ready.
But is it good? I said...
I hate that it is seen as the official sequel to Sonic Adventure 2, because it kinda is. Or, you know, you could play Sonic Battle, the fucking best Sonic spin-off game fucking ever. Because it is the one that is a plot sequel to Sonic Adventure 2, and actually makes sense. Whereas Shadow the Hedgehog just fucking why are you, like, putting effort into this? Force, you know you're gonna rewind time again. None of this matters. What did you walk into? Get the fuck out of here. Go back and play fucking Ruina with the shitheads in the D&Dad server. You're not here. You coming here,
huh?
fucking talking about goddamn Shadow the Hedgehog, coming here giving me shit.
Dungeons and Daddies.
Yeah, that's another server I'm in. Mainly because I got invited via forcefulness. I did not consent to be there, but they made me. Also, you need to get your temperance back up again. You don't have enough people with 100 temperance again.
Yeah.
What's another game? Scion, pick another game. What else do you want to hear about? Shadow the Hedgehog. Alright, if you say so. What the fuck? What was anything that just... There we go. I need to, like, fucking... not use my chat bot because it doesn't ever display right. You also ask about your manga and anime. See, I'm not gonna be one of those people to have a my anime list. I don't hate
Literally, the man doesn't remember most of his animes, which is why he only mentions 1 or 2
One Piece.
like every fucking year. So he's like, right now he's like, watch 80 or read 81. Read
81 days,
the
91 days.
Rock, Paper, Scissors manga.
Kaiji.
And then there's nothing else. There's nothing else. No other recommendations.
How often I talk about anime. To be fair, Latina Saga is also what I'm going through, but that's a fucking Korean manhwa. That's not either. It's way harder to recommend mangas because people don't give a shit. Go read Berserk, I guess. We talked about Gantz for a while. I've only seen Sonic
literally
X.
The most highly acclaimed manga of all time,
Go
Berserk.
read Berserk. Fuck yeah, dude. All your shit is depressing and sad? Yeah, that's Berserk. Sonic X, depressing and sad. Correct.
From what I understand, Berserk is like, it's the kind of like story to really take like depression and turn it into like a beautiful story.
Yeah, it's God.
Even though it didn't finish.
It's not my favorite series, because a lot of my favorite series is a bit more personally intertwined with me as a person, but I can say it is probably the best manga that exists. Like, that one is the best. Number one. And I don't feel particularly strongly about, like refuting that. Like, no, it just is.
Fair enough.
Latin Saga isn't depressing and sad. What the fuck else have I done? Okay, what's on the list right now that I have? All You Need Is Kill. That's a little bit sad. I read that pretty recently. That's kind of depressing and sad. That's Groundhog's Day, but it's. Have you ever seen fucking Groundhog's Day meets I don't know, fucking Tremors?
I do want to watch that one.
Groundhog's Day meets Tremors. Yeah,
Isn't
close
Tremors the one where it's like a worm in the ground?
Yeah. Some shit like that. Maybe stories don't need to be depressed and sad to be great. You know, I've already said that they don't actually need to be. I like Katawa Shoujo. I like the Mario and the Sonic. I've liked those series. It's just the ones that I usually feel more passionate about like that. Let me go through my list again.
Like, I said that as an ironic comment, to be fair, Sion. Like, as in, like, a very, like, direct fuck you callback to Bio. Because, like, I like stories that are fucking, like...
Mega Man Battle Network is never really sad.
Very happy. Like, I love a good story that ends with a happy way, but, like, it's just that a lot of, like, happy stories are so fucking generically, like, good. And then a lot of depressing story are so generically depressing.
And great. Usually. At least the ones that... I do not care. I will take your opinions in ways that further my own goals.
Yeah, respectable. Have a nice day.
Fucking... If you want to talk about another series, fucking Tome.
No, I am genuinely happy that I played, or, well, quote-unquote, played Sky 1 and 2. Because the story was actually, like, the story was very beautiful, in a very, like, emotionally beautiful way. I'm not gonna say any of the story beats are, like, particularly groundbreaking, but what they do really well.
You know,
Fire... Really hits the... What? But are you gonna say Fairy Tail? Oh, Fairy Tail! Fucking greatest anime of all time!
You know, Fire Emblem Three Hopes had a pretty good story that wasn't sad. Also, I have not seen Fairy Tail.
Was it not sad? I don't know. The entire fucking
that game was
world,
sad, but I was sad. That was the main
the
reason.
The entire world was plunged into war.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, the people in the world don't really mind. They're like, oh, well, you know, whatever, it's part of the world. But
I was
like...
a little bit mad at you interrupting me for so long about fucking some shit I don't give a shit about Fairy Tail Force, but the fact that you made me have to wait to say the shittiest joke that was there just to piss Scion off definitely added some value for me.
We all know Fairy Tail, the greatest anime of all time. Fairy Tail is in fact the one that got me introduced to anime.
Fuck, dude, if we want to even... can't even talk about, like, Pokemon or Sonic too much, because I'm like, Sonic story, best one, Sonic Adventure 1, Gamma, fucking Sonic Battle. So those all have, like, sad endings. God damn it. Sonic Battle has a sad ending. What the fuck?
How does Sonic have sad endings?
Gamma is, like, the best Sonic character, and he fucking dies.
He a robot?
Yeah.
Well, he's still around, so whatever.
No, he's fucking not. That's Omega. Gamma isn't around anymore.
There's a difference?
Yeah, they're entirely different. Thank you for notification that I didn't get to see.
Oh, Made in Abyss? Hell yeah, that's a great story.
If I was talking about also, like, fucking Pokemon, what's my favorite Pokemon story? Fucking Mystery Dungeon. God damn it, those also have sad bits.
I love that even Made in Abyss I've been sort of spoiled. Like, I don't know anything about Made in Abyss, but I know Made in Abyss.
Shit, now that we're here, that's another series I started and dropped. I got like 2 episodes in and intended to go back and just never did. It's another one of the ones that just kind of just went, whoop, there it goes, woo! Bye-bye.
Lamau.
Here we go. Well, no, that's it. I'm like done. That was a fucking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I watched like 2 episodes and it just went right down the toilet.
Right down the toilet of his mind.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's already over, Scion. You did it. Here we go. See, he's projecting now.
Oh my god, nobody shut the fuck up about that.
It was the first anime was the Goku.
What, are we talking about Made in Abyss now?
Apparently so. I mean, I don't really want to talk about
Made
it.
in Abyss? You mean the greatest anime?
You mean the greatest anime of all time? Usually, whenever I hear stories of like the best anime, it's usually like the classics, like fucking Bebop or Berserk.
You know.
You want to talk about another series? I never finished Bebop. I never really got even like.
Oh, okay then.
You took too long on the clowns.
Right.
Classic 4 is not being able to handle a dawn.
Anyway, Bebop.
People, I usually have a tendency to just irrationally hate all of the random flavor of the month too cute sweet bullshit. The one that's in all the fucking anime reactions on all goddamn websites, whatever series it is of the month. And right now it's Spy X Family. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's fine.
Right now, I'm pretty sure it's moved on from Spy X Family to something else.
Well, probably, but it was for a time. I haven't read it and I don't really care to. But people won't shut the fuck up about it. One thing that I will give him credit.
2 seasons.
The one thing that I will give it credit for is it finally finished Shinzo Abe's, I think that's his name, dying wish, which is to get people to breed more.
What?
If you don't know, Japan is at a steadily declining marriage and birth rate for like 40 years.
Yeah, no, I know about that, yeah.
And one of his most known quotes is literally like breed effectively. I don't remember what it was. Like, go get pregnant, get married and have kids or some shit like that. I don't remember. But fucking, he died. He died, and most of his fucking reforms were to get people to try to start having sex.
Nurse, listen, I have important words for everybody. Please fuck.
And all of the memes of Spy X Family are the fact that since that series has come out, Japan's birth rate's gone up like 20%. Because people have seen what it's like to have a kid. And they liked it.
Bruh.
And that's really, really fucking funny.
I don't know if an anime should be the reason why you have a kid.
But it's the fact that it put the thought in people's heads. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's like, that's fucking peak content. Maybe Spy X Family ain't too bad. It was what made Abe happy in his grave. Please breathe.
I put my heart and soul into Jor. Now please, fuck. I need to watch the rest of season 1 and then finish season 2 of Spy X Family. I don't know why, I just didn't continue watching it because I think I got just tired of watching anime.
I'm usually, when it comes to me, I like slice of life, but only if it's like before a big plot point. Like I don't even remember the name of the story because I read it when I was super young, but it was one story that I remember being really fucking phenomenal for, where it was like a shonen type series, but in between arcs it almost became slice of life. Like fully just hanging out with the group, growing attached, seeing them grow personal skills, interpersonal, a little bit of romance maybe thrown in there, and then you get like 20 chapters of that to really reset back to normal. Like, see all the characters in their natural environment, really grow attached to them, see them grow as people and reflect on the actions that have been taken up to this point, and boom, now it's Silent Hill, fight for your life.
That sounds dumb.
I was just saying it as an extreme example. It's meant to be just like slice of life into like action.
It's meant to be this. It's meant to be that. Yeah, a lot of people meant a lot of things to be.
I'm saying it as an example, not that it was intending to.
That
be.
is one of your favorite things to say, though.
I'm not saying it's flying around, fucking going Super Saiyan, shooting energy beams. Because of overexposure? Yeah. Okay, let me fucking... I'm... You bitch.
I think I've just reached that point where, like, I usually just, like, recommend stuff, and then whether or not people want to watch it, hey, if they want to be a fucking petty bitch about it,
Oh,
be
it's
like,
this
yeah,
fucking
I could
series.
watch
116
it, but,
chapters. God damn. This description. The story begins with a beautiful girl, her perfectly fake smile, and the people who love her selfishly for it. What transpires behind the scenes of the glittering showbiz industry? How far would you go for the sake of your beloved idol? What would you do if you found out reincarnation was real? I feel like that's a bit of a jump. The star of the show is Aquaman Hoshio and stages beautiful facade. Will he manage to reach... He? How did we get here? What?
You literally just said son, and then you were like, he?
What? Huh? And now I'm interested. What?
Honestly, Scion followed the same leap, or sorry, Bio, you literally followed the same, like, leap of, like, that I did when I started watching the episode. I was like, wait, huh?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
What if reincarnation is real? I'm like, oh shit, that's a good question. Alright, maybe I can...
What if paper cuts were real?
If you're about to tell me that I just read a spoiler, I'm going to skin you alive in real life for real, not in Minecraft, because that is the, like, just default fucking summary of the series.
You have also gone out of your way before to be like, oh, don't read fucking, or don't watch this, because it's all spoiler. Like,
that
you both are so bad with that shit.
That is the back of a goddamn book type, like, drivel. I knew you were gonna get pissy at me. I'm gonna read it. It got me interested, and that's what's important. I'm literally on chapter 1 right now. I'm leaving. I'm closing the chat box so you can't get mad at me. I don't know how the manga goes. Well, I'm going on a fucking journey then. This is... Oh. Oh, I'm like 7 chapters in and I'm already seeing what they meant by some of this stuff. I'm like, okay, I get it. That'll be neat. I'll probably read that on the site. I'll leave that open. I don't want to be reading while I'm like mid fucking
mid playing Mario
stream.
Kart.
I can't. My Switch died and I'm dying.
Cool.
This is my favorite episode of Lobotomy Corporation because Forrest keeps just fucking up. And we've made no progress. We've made 1 day of progress, which had to be undone because he picked Melting Love and couldn't handle it. But I want to... You see, the problem with that, San, is if you tell me to watch the anime, I will literally never watch it. I do not have the time to do that. I'm going to read it at work and read like 5 pages at a time per week. Unless I really start getting into it, in which case I'll start reading it as aggressively as humanly fucking possible. And finish it in like 5
boot up
minutes.
The episode on your phone?
No. Well, that's the problem is that 1, that would take time to load, and then 2,
phones.
I do have a phone. But
you don't have one of those phones. You have a Nokia, right?
No. I have a phone.
I'm surprised.
I have had a phone for more than 5 years now.
That's crazy.
How the fuck do you remember back when I had my shitty flip phone?
Because you mentioned it.
Yeah, because it was rad, and I wish I had it again, because that thing was a fucking invincible brick.
They have made new phones that work like that.
It's very nice. But unfortunately, this one was a hand-me-down. It's still a nice... Actually, no, the old one is a hand-me-down. This is just a phone. This is a fucking Galaxy some shit. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about phones.
Dude. I didn't either until I found the phone I have now, which is the perfect phone, to be honest.
This is a phone that exists. I picked it because it was relatively... I literally picked the phone based on battery life. I found it really fucking annoying to have to charge my phone, my old phone, like every night, and so this phone, as long as I don't use it, it'll last like 4 days. Something like that, I don't remember. I've been using it more and more frequently over time, which means its battery drains faster, so fuck me, I guess. But it lasts me through a full day at work.
Alright.
Fucking Scion, now stop recommending me weeb shit. You got your one. The first 9 chapters. Oh shit. For some reason my brain said, read that initially as pages. I'm like, what the fuck is the plot then? Oh, on page 7 is just a dude sitting in front of his fucking TV and nothing's happened. Good episode, honestly. Good series. The pacing is glacial. But God, it gets good on episode 4000. Oh, fuck, dude. You thought the Evangelion elevator scene was bad. Wait till you see them.
Hey, Carnage!
Oh, it don't matter. None of this matters. You know what? Another series, Evangelion. I started watching it, dropped it. And a lot of that happened around high school. I was fucking reading everything. I was just gobbling it all up. And I finished like none of it. I did finish Death Note. That was like one of the big series I was actually able to finish, and I liked it a lot.
Like the show?
I mean, oh, Jesus Christ, Scion. Now that's a fucking take. From what I've heard, no. No. What the fuck? That is the exact... Okay, well...
Evangelion is a very, very... You either love it or hate it show, from what I understand.
It's more like a 90-10 for love to hate. I've seen some people just absolutely fucking tear into the show. One of the things that I have seen, though, is if you're watching the remastered, like, re-released version, it's like Evangelion, like, 3.0 or whatever the fuck, that's apparently ass, but, you know.
People love, talking about it as if, like, it's got, like, a higher message or whatever.
It's trying to.
And then, the motherfucking author himself comes out and goes, I just did it because it looked cool.
Yeah.
That's it. No hidden message.
And the
why did the fucking
nice
angels turn into crosses? Yeah, who cares? I don't know. This is cool.
Yeah. To be fair, that's a big thing in Japan. They just fucking love, like, Christian iconography. Also, you should be able to finish this day before the next ordeal.
Yeah.
Like, so often they'll be like, yeah, I put this cross here just because I thought it looked neat. Oh, fuck.
You cannot... Okay. Have you watched... And I might trigger people for saying this. Have you seen... Oh, fuck. What was it called now? What's the one with Lelouch? What's it called again?
Code Geass. Yes, I've seen it.
Code Geass.
I've only seen the first season. I have not seen any of the following seasons.
It's not... Fuck, I literally can only remember
Code
the name
Geass.
right now. What did you say? Code Geass. That is a fucking mecha anime.
Yes.
If you watched that and you enjoyed that, you have not... Okay, well...
Get your point across, please.
I was gonna say that, like, that's another show that if you watched that and you liked it, then I feel like that's, like, a show to indicate that it is good. Like, that mecha shows can be good. But if, like, the only one you've seen is Darling in the Franxx, then I guess, you know, I don't know.
Who the fuck's out here saying mecha's bad, dude? Who actually in this God-given earth can tell me the mech genre is bad?
I hated it that much.
Go watch Code Geass, it's great.
Yeah, Code Geass is good. When I was young, it was really good, like really great. But then as I got older, I started actually thinking about stuff, and yikes.
Go watch Code Ment on YouTube, the abridged series. Steingate, never seen it. I actually heard people complain about Steingate, so fantastic. Code Ment.
Dude, I've heard good things about Steingate.
Well, welcome to anime. You never hear consistency of these things.
Yeah.
Fucking...
I hear a lot of people talking, well, at least the people I hear mention it, say that Steins Gate is really good.
What are other series? Like I said, I did Death Note, I did Code Geass. What other shit did I watch in like high school? You have one fucking energy still needed.
I watched all of Code Geass Abridged, and I still don't remember anything other than the soup scene.
No, I remember so much. Code Men is one of those series that it goes from this is the worst joke I've ever been told in my life to I am pissing myself on the floor with laughter.
It's very old humor,
Spoilers for Death Note. Let us meet again as stars, or... you see a song in front of you, it's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. Or you can re-extract if you want to be a ballsy motherfucker.
Or I can literally kill
tree.
myself in Minecraft.
In Minecraft. That's not the worst time to stop reading Death Note. It does keep going, and the ending...
That is the most typical spot that people drop
A lot of
it
people
at.
do leave at that point, yeah. The next piece of it isn't quite as good. It's not, like, great. Like, OG, classic, pre that point Death Note, fantastic. It's just good afterwards. It's not great, you know? The ending is good, though. I like the ending. Go Beanin.
The ending was good. Like, it did what it needed to do. It wrapped it up and all
See,
that.
a lot of people said that because they were very passionate about the event that had occurred. I've gone back and seen it. It's not great, but it's not bad. You have to understand that it's going to change the dynamic a lot, yes, and one of the characters is a shitter, but that's my opinion. But it's still good. Like, it's worth it to see the ending, you know what I mean? Hey, what is that? Hey, Sion, what is that?
Oh fuck, it's a persona.
Oh god, oh jeez, oh god, oh fuck, what is that?
It's a persona.
It was this weird fucking heart in my house. Just get what you mean, sure. Like, if you wanted to leave, then that's actually like a decent ending point. Like, you can kind of assume where it goes from that point on. Like, you don't really need more.
I don't think it's wrong to end it at that point, but people acting as if the entire rest of the show is just trash.
Like, absolute, like
crazy.
Garbage, that's just wrong. It's not as good.
Oh, great, another Aleph.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, sorry, whoops, that's another one.
Why am I literally only getting Alephs?
They become more common the further you get in the game. New Somnium just
Apparently I'm just that good at picking them up. Fucking hell.
It really is like an AI creature, isn't it? This is the thing that the way to handle it is you need to tickle the feet. For some fucking reason. You weirdo. Dan Schneider made this one. AI the Somnium Files 3. There you go. And then it turns out the heart in the center is a locket, and then the locket is a mirror that shows you reliving a scene that didn't happen to you, of a memory that that person doesn't remember properly. You see, there you go. Except when you get it solved, the mirror turns black, and then it reveals the real memory that they didn't want to remember. It's a bunch of bullshit. Agents with temperance of 3 or lower died. Agents with 4 or lower, the cliff off counter lowered, so have fucking 5 in every stat. That's all I gotta know. When more than 60 seconds of work time had taken place, the cliff off counter lowered to 1, and the agent died. So, have a attachment 5. Simple as. Attachment, have everything 5. That's all you need to know. Employees with temperance are 2 or lower or 3 or lower were sucked in, so just have...
Literally everybody that is a little bitch gets sucked in.
Literally just have 5 of every stat. Is your stat below 4? 4 or below, you will die. Or you'll piss it off,
4
which will
or
then make
below, get sucked.
Yeah, you get sucked into it.
Sion, like...
Big suck energy.
One of these days, I probably will sit down and play AI 2. But
God.
Everything I saw so far is such a fucking insult to my intelligence.
The AI 2, or AI 1 only was able to succeed because they, like, dropped the plot for 2 rounds.
AI 1 barely succeeds. It's, like, got a few good moments, but there's so much just... shit. It's so much shit that makes me fucking cringe.
But those scenes are so good, though. Well, the abnormality is outside of it... While the abnormality is outside of its containment, all sounds will be reduced to silence, with a low-pitched tone emanating. The pitch will be accompanied by a visually disruptive effect. While the abnormality is outside of its containment, all panic employees in the facility will be sucked into the center of the abnormality and vanish, aka die.
This is literally just a piece of shit.
Yeah, it'll instantly kill. Wow, you need to stop doing that work then. Go do the other work for now.
Like there's nothing. From what I've seen so far, there is nothing of value I can gain from playing AI2, but it's pure curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already paid for the game, and once I pay for a game, I don't tend to refund it very often. Oh, I got the glasses.
Yeah. I
Nice.
mean, it's a helmet. Oh, God. Oh, God, Lewis. Jesus. Oh, God, Lewis. Please, cover that up.
Dentist. Oh yeah, Alcana, dude. You know what? I need to do that someday.
Go play Berserk.
I should play
Real
Alcana while I'm listening to something in the background, like when I'm listening to a podcast or something. Is that insulting? Would that fuck up like my experience of Arcana? It's a visual novel, and I just I like doing two things, you know.
Go play Katawa Shoujo.
Did what?
Katawa Shoujo. I'll say.
Fuck it. He'll get stronger.
And a lot of the time, when you always talk about, like, why the fuck do I not play as many games that are, like, good feel games? It's a lot of it just the fact that a lot of those kind of games and a lot of games that are just kind of, like, more middlingly interested for me, I just don't have the time to play as much anymore. That's why a lot of the things for, man, why do you only play the sad games kind of becomes true just because I don't have the time. At least a lot of the time.
I don't know. The weird thing is that the games I've been playing are not even necessarily games that I unintentionally go out of my way to play because they are depressing. It just happens to be that the stories they tell are very grounded and has like depressing like things going on. Or well, not even depressing in my case. I think it's more. I'm trying to think of what the word is,
and
but
yet
it's not depressing.
Sunny.
It's not happy. It's like
what? Okay, Son, do you even know what Sunny is? Go talk to where's fucking Lolifant. He'll be able to agree with me on this one. He's the guy who brought me back to Sunny.
Sion, why don't you go
do you
play
know
Omori?
what Sunny is? I will give you the deets if you do not. When we talk about it, so Sunny is another one of those games like Epic Battle Fantasy that Lolifant was the person who like reminded me that it exists. Yeah, that was Force. Sunny is one of those games that it was made by someone who used to make old-fashioned Flash games, you know, like on Newgrounds or fucking
like
cool math games, stuff like that. But Sunny was an RPG on the Flash game side of things, which was a bit on the rarer side. So the fact that Sunny got like a really high-scale re-release on Steam was like super interesting, and I wanted to do that on stream, which I did. That was before I started, like, recording things and putting them on YouTube. That was, like, a one-off kind of thing way back in the day. It was really early on. The problem with it, though, is that Sunny is a buggy fucking mess. And I have to keep turning the game off to reboot it. But the problem is that the game has a really fun combat system because it brings over the really inspirational and inspired combat system from the Flash games. But it's definitely a game that's like a very rough like 5 out of 10. You know what I mean? It's like got high highs and real low lows with buggy bullshit, broken gameplay mechanics. The story and characters don't really fucking matter, but it's really interesting and very simple to play. I was just looking for an RPG that I could play with just a mouse. And that's what that was. I was also going to go back to Epic Battle Fantasy, but those games are very long. Yeah, because I don't have time to dictate to doing that kind of thing. I'm doing stuff on another monitor, but I want to be able to play a game on the side. That's what that is. It's the same reason I play so many of the more like idle games like Super Auto Pets or Monster Train or fucking a lot of those like Cookie Clicker, shit like that. Just have something running in the background. I'm not like actively playing the game a whole lot of the times, more so just I'm kind of doing work and then I want something to be like a side distraction. But the main disappointing thing about Sunny, go work with the fucking new boy too, because his thing reset. Yeah, don't do that yet. The thing with Sunny too is that the fucking Flash game version is kind of just definitively better, but it's a bitch to get those games nowadays because the whole Flash death thing. Because the fucking the Steam version is the first Sunny game. They didn't actually even port over Sunny 2. Which, that's fucked. Why would you not do that? But Sunny 2 doesn't even exist, even though... It's a weird time. Like, I would happily be... I could do one of those games in, like, one stream. It's a very short game, too, if you know what you're doing. Maybe 2 streams. Or more like it'd be like a stream if I went for, like, 4 or 5 hours. It's a pretty short game. It worked better as a Flash game because of that short length, but, you know. What can you do? Alright, let's see that new boy. Ooh, got another middling work result. Luckily, that doesn't seem to make him mad, though. At least it seems. The Blue Star.
Oh, I realized I didn't get Slime Girls to lore while I had a chance.
You never had a chance. Or, well, I don't care.
I did.
Fuck them.
Well, yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Sunny is also... Honestly, Sunny, for as weird as this gonna sound, it is shockingly accurate. Sunny is if you took Trails of Cold Steel and made it a traditional turn-based RPG. Because the core crux mechanic of that game is turn delay, and slowing your enemies, and stuns, and just making it so your enemy literally never gets a turn ever. But it doesn't have, like, the 3D movement weird system that those games do. It's just an RPG, you know? He's getting fucking murdered, dude. Murdering. Sunny's neat, though. It's pretty fun, but it's also one of those games that you kind of know that it's going to be a little bit shit when you start, and that's okay. You know? Go look at fucking Blue Star now. You can work with him again.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. We have a dawn, noon dawn. Gonna get some clowns. Clown Town action. It's similar to like Epic Battle Fantasy 2, Sunny, that it was clearly a made game just as like a Flash game, just to be that was it, you know. But because it was a Flash game, they did a bunch of really weird things I've like never seen in any other game. You know what I mean? Trails of Cold Steel is the game that I've seen get the closest to it. Like it has a very similar style, so that's the next closest, but. There's even still things that Sunny does that even it doesn't do. Okay. An urgent announcement to all personnel in our company. Lobotomy Corporation supports all club activity that promotes positivity. Recently, however, we have received reports that there are group activities plotting unhealthy schemes. Due to constant allegations, we cannot help but take notice of the matter. It is against the company's rules to idolize and or worship certain abnormalities. Nothing is allowed to be sacred in this place. Employees that try to enter the containment unit of specific abnormalities without authorization will face punishment, especially if they are not in charge of said abnormalities. If you feel an impulse to throw yourself into certain abnormality, that means you are infected. It means that it is in the process of manipulating and dazzling your brain, as do other abnormalities in this place. If this happens, please stop whatever you are doing and seek immediate mental treatment. As you have all passed basic employee training, we hope no one will be foolish enough to be misled.
We are releasing the blacklist to the public. Those who are on this list must take 3 days of mental treatment provided by the company and will receive punishment according to their respective Sephira. We're making this list public to bring your attention to the astonishing number of infected employees around you. Please note, calling Emily, who killed herself after breaking into the containment unit of a certain abnormality, a martyr, will be treated as non-compliance with the company's rules. On a side note, we would like to praise employee Dylan's courageousness in his rescuing of employee Sophie, who is about to throw herself into a certain abnormality. If you see any other valuable colleagues displaying this kind of behavior, please promptly report it to the Sephira in charge. Dylan. I don't believe you turned Sophie and us over deliberately. I'm sure you're just worried about Sophie. She's locked up now. I heard that she repeatedly tried to escape, so they tied her to the bed. Tell me, is it wrong to have faith? We're all sinners, and our blue star is the only sanctuary that accepts us. We'll be cleansed of our sins there. We'll all go back to that place someday. This is an instinct. You thought Emily died when she threw herself into the star? She simply returned to her rightful place. She's a martyr. She's become an eternal star. The rise of a star is a brand new beginning. Don't you hear the everlasting sound of the trumpet? When you stand close to the star, you can hear the welcoming cheers and singing. If every employee returns to that place, only Blue Star will remain here. Let us meet again. The stars.
Mid.
Yeah. But we've never had like a cult abnormality before. He's an idol of worship.
I guess that is a cult, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, he's a new one, new type. We've never really had like cult. I guess Pode, but Pode is like a donator thing, and that's more like cute brainwashy shit. This is cult brainwashy shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love throwing myself into a heart-shaped black hole.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Also, if you notice, its gear doesn't seem that impressive, but if you go back to him.
Oh, oops.
It's fast, so it's a very fast attack speed with very long range. So it's one of the longest weapons in the game, so it'll be able to attack from like halfway down a hallway, and attacks faster than most weapons. So it only does 8 to 12, but it's Aleph gear, so it gets that damage multiplier, and it's extremely disjointed. It's a gun, effectively.
Yeah, this is fine too, the ego gift.
Yeah, unfortunately all Aleph ego gifts are 1%, so they're kind of fucked. They actually did an interesting thing, Scion, in Sunny, to where the only way to inflict turn delay is to use a basic attack. So you're not able to have turn delays be tied to special moves. So that was meant to be like the whole way of balancing it. Like they have a few different abilities that you can apply to your basic attack. Like, oh, basic attacks have a chance of giving you a certain buff. Or basic attacks have like a 10% chance to stun or something like that, you know? So you can use your moves that have a guaranteed effect, or you can gamble and get a stronger effect at a percentage chance with a basic attack. But they try to do that a little bit in Sunny. They gave resistance to delay to bosses, but it's not like immunity, so that way you're not entirely punished for using the system. But the problem is that in Sunny, it has like the active time battle shit from Chrono Trigger. However, when someone gets a turn, the timers will pause. But that directly correlates speed to the amount of turns you get. So, oof. So how in Cold Steel 3 did they balance it? Did they make it so a bunch of enemies are fucking immune to the mechanic? Because that's not balancing, we call that neutering. Or lobotomizing. Because let me tell you, Cold Steel 2's way doesn't work either. Making it so that they just don't work on bosses isn't an engaging mechanic. That is asinine. Chicken. I pause the game and kill them clowns. So there's no one else, there's only one clown, so just send fucking everybody. One central command, 1 inch is head. They already got that one.
Pause the game again. Oh, he already got it. Good job.
Alright, you know what? This is an L if I can keep around.
Yeah, no, he's pretty free. You just work with him with people that have 5 in every stat, and he does not have a mechanic.
Yeah.
He is one of the comparatively free abnos. He's just a stat check, really. When he breaks out, he does make every employee that is panicking immediately die, but
Yeah.
it's not super relevant.
If I get to that point where things are falling out of hand,
Yeah.
I'll probably just restart anyway.
Yeah.
Just have... Whatever, bird.
Oh, we can finally end the day. Pretty much. Once you finish with the blue star, you'll be all done.
Yep.
But
I don't know how I felt about the combat in Cold Steel 3. It was more than Cold Steel 1 and 2 at least.
The problem is that Cold Steel 1 didn't have a balance to its mechanics. It had a lot of mechanics that didn't matter. They didn't need to add more. In fact, it was kind of bloated with its mechanics. If instead of adding any new mechanics, they just rebalanced a lot of the old mechanics for Cold Steel 2, that would have been way better. Oh, hey, look, it's your favorite.
Fuck off. Why? Why do you two keep fucking...
What's the other one? If a flaw in the system disables the sensors covering the abnormality, we will once again have to sincerely consider how to dispose of the manager.
Oh, you're fucking tempting me, game. You know I enjoy anything that has with the manager to do. Fuck it.
No. Well, hey, he's back.
Fuck you! Am I really that short of abnormalities right now?
It does start getting... In the name
Oh!
of... Oh my god. But no, it's because those are Alephs. It keeps trying to give you them. Like I said, Alephs have the highest chance of being given to you. That's why they'll keep showing up like this. Someone's persistent gaze can be felt from the keyhole inside the machine. Magic girl, 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 magic girl. Oh!
It's a skip too, right?
Yeah, you skip this one.
We can also skip the... Oh, well, I guess you did.
Keep going being it.
Yeah.
You probably have to go one more day to get her next quest, but that's the... That's the journey.
Progress. Also, magical girl time.
You are so far into the limit, so now you have the 120 stat cap for every stat.
What were you saying?
You're actually far enough in the game that Magical Girl might not be that big of a threat. You remember you initially got her at fucking Netzach.
I don't remember ever having her.
That was the first time you deleted someone from existence.
Oh. Alright, well, let's go find out.
So yeah, you're probably gonna have a decent time with her now, but I hope you'll be able to understand why her mechanic
I do not remember her.
You've never seen her. Like I said, you deleted her. Beat up time.
Okay.
Magic girl.
Alright.
Magic girl. She might be. I believe she is the most hated, maybe most infamous. I've heard the most people complaining about her in particular.
That's not reaffirming. Oh.
He just got kissed. Mwah. Good little kissy kiss on the in the cheek.
I don't see a mark.
Magic girl.
Okay. Well, she's a WoW. Let's do that again, I guess.
But now, what I was gonna say earlier, Scion, is if that's why I actually liked Epic Battle Fantasy so much, is because it had a unique system of like cooldown combat and skill allocation with gear
that I haven't really seen done the same way in any other series. So the fact that it was popular and was successful enough to keep getting re-releases on Steam really fucking hyped me up, because those games had a lot of fun shit. She's just fucking flipping out, isn't she? Still a high success rate.
Yep.
Like, if I ever needed a true side game, I could really easily do Epic Battle Fantasy. I think it'd be worth it to show off, just to show what, like, people can do, or, like, true hardline-ass indie shit. Plus, it's the game that Lolifant showed up for, and I think getting that blast from the past would be nice to see. Everyone could see the game that was popular enough to get Lolifant to stick around forever. Hey, attachment work.
Okay.
When the work result was bad, the Cliff Off counter lowered. When the Cliff Off meltdown occurred while the facility without the death of 3 or more employees, the Cliff Off counter lowered. So, every time a meltdown occurs, the Cliff Off counter is decreasing. Every time.
And I have Bird.
No, not an escape, a meltdown. It's that meter.
Oh, that's even
every
worse.
single time there is a meltdown, you will have her Cliff Off counter decrease.
All right, time to find
attachment
all your
work,
information.
no, attachment work.
Time
there.
to find all your fucking information, Missy.
There.
So I know exactly how to deal with you.
Yep. That bitch is getting pissed every meltdown.
It's like some fucking Magico or whatever the fuck that show is called. Where
Ruby.
she's like, oh, everything's cutesy, and then somebody fucking...
Madoka
everything goes
Magica.
dark. Yeah. I'm not gonna elaborate
Wait.
for, you know, respectful spoilers, but yeah.
When the Cliff Off counter was at max, the HP and SP of the employee who worked with her were healed. That's what the kiss is.
Okay.
That's a heal. When the facility reached trumpet level 2, Magical Girl voluntarily helped with abnormality suppression. However, if 20% of our employees die while help is provided, the state of the abnormality will change and will need to be suppressed immediately. So if you get to second trumpet, she'll help you. Magical Girl's status changed when the Cliff Off counter became 1. When the work success rate was low in said state, the status has been designated as hysteric due to her anxiety and compulsive disorders. While she was hysteric, generating 16 plus PE boxes raised her Cliff Off counter. So if her Cliff Off counter goes down to 1, she becomes hysteric, and all of your work rate goes down to low. Then you need to generate at least 16 boxes to raise it back up. And if you notice, her Cliff Off counter starts at 2 max. So every meltdown, she's going to become hysteric, and you need to work with her to make her happy again with a low success rate. That's why it's
she's a needy bitch.
Yeah, that's why it's so bad to have her early on in the game, because not only do you have teams that have 100 temperance, you have 120 temperance. When she was hysteric, generating 15 or fewer PE boxes lowered her Cliff Off counter.
That is a pretty good hat, though.
So, yeah, it's a good hat, but you know who's never being in my facility? This bitch.
Yeah.
So not only is
I-
it... So every Cliff Off meltdown, her Cliff Off counter decreases. Then, if you ignore her, she breaks out. If you work with her, she breaks out. Or you have to get
Is she
very
easy to
lucky.
suppress?
Well, she's a WoW. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, she is probably the most hated. Not because she's actually the worst. Something like Melting Girl or someone like that who is just like untenable being in your facility. It's the fact that she will break out. She's a punishing bird, but that is actually a threat because she's a WoW and not like a Teth.
Wow.
She is a very deadly punishing bird.
Why the fuck were you keep talking about her?
I wanted you to see her.
Well, I've seen her. She's the queen of hatred.
Hey, oh yeah, Queen of Hatred, that's her name. Hey, look, oh, you actually don't have her weapon yet. Okay.
Yeah.
was
I
gonna
mean,
say-
I'll get the gear, but I'm repositorying. I'm getting both of their gear, and then I'm getting rid of this bitch.
Well, see how she works first, at least. Like, get
If
the
she's
sauce.
easy to suppress, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'll keep her. But like, if it's a real issue,
But no, like I said,
fuck that.
what you can do is whenever there's a meltdown, go grab the notepad.
Have a bonbon like
Oh,
yeah. So it lowers her work success rate down to a low percent chance. But remember, you have people with 120 temperance. If you would have gotten her a net sack when you had like 50 temperance, you would never be able to work with her. But you have so much temperance now. So Bong Bong has 126 work success rate plus 11. Plus you can get another 20 from the notepad. Yeah, that's fucking insane. Yeah. That is 157 work success rate. So it doesn't matter what the fuck she's doing. Bong Bong's gonna make her happy. But it's the fact that you need to keep her in mind for the rest of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Like her and Blue Star. Like Blue Star is fine, I guess.
He's so
but
free,
keeping her around, I don't know.
Yeah. She's something you need to constantly keep in mind.
The fact that I keep getting Alephs means that I'll probably get Blue Star again in the future.
But you need to push on no matter what to get Venus quests. Remember that too.
Yeah.
And when they're in your facility, you can't get them again, so you're more and more likely to eventually get like a low tier piece of garbage, like a He or a Teth, because you still need them. You need one more for Gebro's quest.
Oh, that's true.
So you need to you kind of gotta push on at some point. Like not right now, you're gonna rewind anyway, but I'm just meaning like in general.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to stabilize everything.
Yeah.
So I can get ready for Tiferet.
And yeah,
get everybody like up and shit.
And like Lag said, you may actually be able to utilize Magical Girl because whenever Trumpet 2 happens, which is just when enough abnormalities have broken out, she'll actually help you. She's hysterical. We have to do your meltdown first, but... Oh yeah, the only other way to cure her out of her hysterics is if 3 people die. So not very helpful. Okay.
Alright. We go here.
Thing there? Oh, if you say so.
I'll trust you. Alright. Notebook.
Zoom into Magical Girl so you can just see how she's like fucking... This is what hysteria looks like.
Oh yeah, she's a Sundere. Well, Jandere.
Alright, let's look at that work success rate. Oh, yeah, it doesn't even fucking matter. Look at that. It drops to low. So, you know, like it does for that one. But if you actually go under her information. So you see how it says common, high, all of those, imagine them, they just say low. That's when she's in hysterics. But you have such a high temperance that it doesn't matter. She's just annoying. But you need to get 16, so... You can always grab the notepad whenever you want to work with her, though. She's fighting back. She didn't give a fuck. Look at that.
Yes.
Even with the notepad, it was still kind of a struggle. Now go put the notepad back.
Okay.
You want her weapon. She is the most...
I do.
She has an entirely unique mechanic with her weapon that makes it the most interesting weapon in the game. You need that weapon. Put the notepad back. Yeah. Yeah, like, part of the reason is I wanted you to see Magical Girl. Another part of it is being, you needed that weapon. That is one of the most important weapons to be able to get your hands on. And now you can work with her all over again.
Yep. Her and Blue Star.
Yeah. And no real rush for Blue Star, it'll happen. Oh, that's actually what Bina's department does, by the way. Bina's department decreases the cost of gear. She has the least relevant buff, except for right now. If you're in a day, go into Blue Star. His is actually slightly cheaper. 144 and 114. Look at another LF.
Wait, that one was 214.
214 and 144. Oh. Apparently.
They've all usually been around 200, 160.
I could have swore that was her effect to make things cheaper. Maybe. Well, they have different prices, so maybe Blue Star is just more expensive than nothing there. I don't know. It's just because
I'm about to get her shit anyway.
Like 68 and 58 seems like a weird number. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe it's a global price discount. Maybe it's not just in her department. That'd make more sense. Everybody's getting that discount. Yeah.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, she's giving a global discount. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, it's like later on in the game.
Yeah, later in the it's utterly worthless late in the game, but.
Well, I'll have both of their gear eventually, and I feel like I want a memory repository simply for the fact that I feel like confidently Blue Star will show up again.
I would just keep going. These two are free. You need to get Bina's quest.
But I don't want to keep Bong Bong down here just exclusively to keep her in check.
Where else would Bong Bong be?
Like in a better spot where I can utilize her all over the... Like, I usually keep her in Central Command so that she can move around.
Just move her back to Central Command then. Why does she need to stay down here? Put someone like Biop down here. He's not doing it.
Biop's busy.
Well, go do Leg then. If he's doing this, go grab Leg or Dealus or Sihon. They're not doing anything. You have other like ace units.
Well, these people are covering this. Whatever.
I'm just saying you don't need to be so uppity about it, I guess. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get a good way of like covering every area and having some sort of strong unit in each section at least, so that like I can move around or even destroy certain things if they become a problem. Once I have enough LF gear, that's not going to be a thing, but still done.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Go ahead. It's getting dark outside. When it's cold outside. Time for dawn. to work.
Did you die?
Nope.
Okay. Put the notes back.
Waiting a few seconds just to make sure the 30 seconds go by.
There you go. You can always tell based on the work speed. So for just a second, go click Magical Girl. No, not into her, like her work thing.
Okay.
And then hover over, click something, so 31
Okay.
seconds.
Okay.
Not even counting for travel time, yeah, you'll be fine.
Mm. Man. Leg looks so good.
It's almost like he has an aesthetic. Like, an actual, look to him, whereas everyone else is a hodgepodge of bullshit. Leg actually looks like a uniform that he put together, you know? He has a brooch, he's got the weird horns for, an aesthetic fringe, he's got the weird ice face shit. That's probably the weirdest part about it, but, yeah, he has a thing going on, you know? Everyone else doesn't.
Yeah.
See, I'll only be able to tell you what Magical Girl's weapon shtick is once you're actually able to try to equip it. I know that. You can't equip it yet, though. Oh. It broke. You're break. Yeah, that 4 is you broke. What'd you say?
I said... Once we... Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Your internet broke and we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't say... Fuck, whatever. Doesn't matter.
You didn't say. The Queen of Hatred.
Hello, guys! I'm the Queen of Hatred!
You wouldn't think about it by looking at her, but yeah.
I'm so happy you were here!
Shut the fuck up.
Very rude.
Ping.
Who is streaming? Somebody else.
It's me. I'm streaming. Forrest, have you not noticed that? You've been live this whole time.
Oh my god. Alright, we got our gear.
There you go, now in the damn day.
We almost have enough for the other one. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, that's common, never mind.
Be cautious, you have a green noon coming up.
Yeah.
Which means robots, which means a lot of people are gonna die. Including some of your folk if you ain't careful.
Yeah.
Go work with nothing there, you might be able to push through and get the energy you need. If you're lucky. I kind of doubt it, but you can at least get closer.
Yeah.
Ow.
Let's get right in there.
Thank you. Eat dog.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
uh-huh.
You know what? I have never thought of it that way before. Very interesting point, sir. Very
Thank you, meat
interesting.
dog. I love you.
I don't.
Meat dog. Love you.
Actually, no, I don't want to do that because it's about to be noon.
Get everyone ready.
Okay.
It'll be one spiky murder robot in every department. So you need all of the individual departments ready to move at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
I like all the weird mechanical clicks and clacks they make. It's cool. I like it. Yeah, but it's neat though, Sion. Don't you get that? Don't you get how neat that is though, Sion? Sion's so ignorant. Doesn't even know how fucking neat that is.
Oh, great.
Army and Black.
Army and Black is out.
Maybe you can finish the day. Actually, if you kill them all, you might get enough energy to just end the day. You'll lose Lob because Army and Black will be out, but that's fine because the Lob will be reset when you rewind time. If not, go send someone to work like really fast. Do like really quick work.
What's the alert? What?
No, it's Trumpet 1. It's because there's an ordeal and an abnormality up. It always takes a sec for them to like...
But I'm just gonna deal with that person. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's get to work. You go work there.
Oh yeah, they just finish the day as fast as you can with like no one dying, preferably. I mean, someone died, but...
Alright, you're 5 everywhere. You go work with nothing there.
Go work with a bunch of the cheap shit up top. That's all like low tier and is really fast. You're not gonna be able to kill them. Oh, maybe. Because remember, when they explode, they'll do black damage to everything in the department they're in, as well as lowering every cliff-off counter. So...
Fuck. How strong are these bubbles?
Very. They're an Aleph. You have to send your, like, entire facility at a wow. That's not even... Really think you can have one department handle an entire Aleph by themselves? When Alephs start breaking out, that's when, like, abnormalities start becoming employees. You know what I mean? That's when people start, like, letting other abnormalities break out just to kill the Alephs. It's like, you know... I don't know, like a good example, but... Oh, Net's department's about to explode. Luckily, there's only Porcupus there that'll be, like, any kind of annoyance.
Nope, dead.
You actually got him?
Killed it.
Oh. Good shit. I guess that does actually make more sense, because there's so many of them. I guess it has to be somewhat reasonable for you to, like, take care of them. They are doing, like, global black damage to people that are in the same room as the bubbles, though, so... I don't know. I'll be honest, Army in Black is the Aleph I have seen the least in my own playthrough.
Alright, fuck it. It's gotta happen. Go work there. And you go work there. We need to just finish. One person died, that's acceptable. And I need everybody else to move over to this other department.
Gregory's dead. John's insane. Ryan's dead. End the day! What are you doing? Pause! Younger's dead. You keep letting people die. Oh,
well, they died regardless.
No, if you'd paused the game and clicked end the day, they wouldn't have died. You just let the game play out for like 4 more seconds. You got 3 people killed.
2.
3. You were able to pause the game.
Was already dead. Fuck it.
'Cause
6 people are dead.
You're gonna be able to rewind time. The only thing that'll be annoying
Yeah.
about this is if they had gear that you can't get any more of. But other than that, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tool, maybe? I'm not actually sure. I think this is a tool. Time comes. Yep, it's a tool. Train.
Well, that's the train, so fuck that.
Don't take the fucking train. I'm gonna be like, I'd love for you to see the train any other time. Not right now. Trains are not helping you right now.
I think we've seen this, right?
Yes. You can get to day 40. You're probably gonna get a newbie in a cutscene, yep. Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It's only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times when I spent the whole day reading all the meaningless letters written there. These are also coffins. They're death itself, and they represent the possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I've been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who do not even have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That is one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long enough time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words, as black as pitch, makes me feel as if I were being filled with nebulous, murky water. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me, Lady Bina? This employee once had his boundary collapsed. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man has the task of extracting ego. During extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck, he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of enkephalin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks through the crack of the boundary, they can never return to the world that they belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager? The scenery you witnessed with your own eyes, but had forgotten at all costs. From within the tombstones, inside them are those who sleep are sunken deep. Those who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, we call them the well in the speech of this place. We have to dredge them up and inject them with cogito. Now, remember, afterwards, what? What did you see? The man, that thing. Continue. The man, in the well. He's passed out. Oh, poor thing.
What will happen to him afterwards?
Do not worry for him. He wouldn't last a single day with a mind as feeble as his now. It is much more favorable to sit still and simply watch the grains fall as the sand castle crumbles, rather than try to reclaim the collapsing castle. I've seen what that poor sap saw. Hundreds, no, thousands of times. Maybe more.
How are you still fine?
So you ask why I can retain enough sanity to have a friendly little conversation with you until now. It is thanks to my mechanical body that I can just barely grasp onto my mind. Yes, this strong, unbending back of mine. However, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? If there's at least one thing that could be considered fortunate, it is that if I ever were to finally lose my sanity and run amok through the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down, along with you, she will be there to shut me off once more. But if that day were truly to come, I would prefer that you terminated me with your own hands, rather than her. It's the least you can do for a person as confined as I. One could take the word gift literally. A present from the abnormalities. Though weaker than the ego equipment, they are still part of the ego pertaining to the abnormalities. Beware, however, that taking too many of such trinkets that hold the edges of others may cause one's own colors to be muddled and faded. Wow.
Egos
I think,
of others.
yeah, I think you have that quest done. Bina again. Yep. End the day with someone who has at least 4 ego gifts. Oh boy. Wow. What a hard quest.
That I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Really.
So hard.
Oh, it's...
1 second. Ugh, okay.
There goes Force. Goodbye, Force.
What? Hello?
No, you took too long. We thought you were
Okay.
dead.
Alright, new thing time before the
Is-
end of the stream.
Yep, you got time for like another day. Let's see if you can get it done. If you fuck up once, we'll have to be done, but we'll see if you can power on through.
Huh.
Each attack has a so yeah, go into it. So it says random, but I believe it fires in order. It'll shoot red, white, black, pale, red, white, black, pale, red, white. It does all 4 damage types.
Holy shit.
So yeah, that is a weapon that's very fucking important because it does every damage type. It's only a WoW weapon, but yeah, that is the most unique weapon because it does everything. And it's a gun too, because you shoot it like a gun, like a rifle. It's very strange. Magic. The sound of a star. Give it to like Dealus or someone if they don't, like whoever's like a team captain.
Give it to someone with a lot of SP. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Bella could take it.
You could, yeah.
Dude, Leg is just a fucking juggernaut right now. Jesus
Kind of his
Christ.
job, to be fair.
How does it feel like to be the unit? Oh, I guess you can't do it.
She doesn't have high enough stats.
I wish I could see which... Oh, yeah, can. Fortitude. Well, what if I... Oh, fuck, wrong thing. Where is she? I think actually I want to figure some of these slots out for next time, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do another day.
Oh, well, do
Same.
what you gotta do then, I guess. Ugh.
Yeah, I want to take time to sort this out again.
I mean, you're just gonna memory repository after today. Does it really matter? At least for right now.
It does actually, because what I want to do is, at least for next time, I'm gonna actually fix everything up, and then I'm gonna take a photo, and then I'm just gonna have it saved.
Alright.
So until tomorrow, I'll sort everything out.
Okay.
Yep. Alright. Yep. That's the end of that.
Well, we're done. Okay. Take off a cover. We got one being a cutscene. Fuck yeah, take it away.